think they don't know that they're heading out?
They know.
Huh? They know?
Pavlidis went like this. Why do you go like this? So
Yeah.
you
But
went
they're not showing it.
Yeah,
They're up a man.
Was he fouled? He was.
Look, he stops it. They don't know. They don't know. What the f*** is that?
He just wants us win.
Look, Recosta is upset. Look, Recosta gets
They're
is upset.
out. I'm sorry. I'm under the impression that Benfica... Rodrigo.
Oh, they're two off. Oh, they'll be out for the...
Listen, I'm under the impression that Benfica is not aware that they're being eliminated from the Champions League and they need one more goal.
I can't believe what's going on. Madness. It seems like Jose just wants to get one over on Real Madrid and beat them.
But Rui Costa's in the box, surely understanding what's going on. We thought because of Pavlidis' gesture to the stands, maybe he was showing a little bit of energy to the crowd to get them...
Well, maybe they've got 1 minute against 9 men.
Here it is. They need this goal.
There's people on the pitch. They think it's all over.
No, now they know they're telling their players.
Now, but a little bit too late, no?
Costa was saying, you don't do your job.
Final seconds here. Benfica scores, and they are through to the playoffs. Madrid at the moment have dropped out. They are in 9th.
Oh, what a ball.
This is extraordinary! Anatoly Trubin!
Oh my gosh.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Wow.
Oh, they complain about something?
Before?
Oh, of all time!
I cannot believe this. I don't think I've ever seen something like this. Benfica, they are in. This means Marseille is out. Anatoly Trubin, the goalkeeper of all people, has scored. Dramatic scenes. Marseille, I wonder what's going on at Bruges, where Marseille has lost by a handful. This is extraordinary. Micah, talk
It's
to
a
me.
roller coaster of emotions.
Are they definitely...
Oh, it's like a whirlwind. I can't believe what's going on.
Wow.
What is happening? The goalkeeper steps up in the dying moments. Jose Mourinho, look at him. Yes, that's what I like about him. He had a pop at young managers. He's still the man to do the job. And what a moment for Trubin, the goalkeeper. Absolutely outstanding. And look at the scenes. The old Man City defender there, Otamendi with him. But what a result at home against Real Madrid.
I cannot believe this. I am floored.
Wow.
I wonder what they're thinking in that Bruges-Marseille game. Marseille is out because of that goalkeeper goal.
Who says matchday madness isn't mad?
This is simply extraordinary. Benfica, who are out, waited until the very last second. Just think about everything that's gone on this week. The fans showing up to the training ground, putting pressure on the players because they've been so poor. There were inklings that Jose's job was on the line. They needed one more goal, and it's the goalkeeper out of all people to get the goal. It is, you cannot script something like this. This is the beauty of football.
Like you've been the star of this show.
No, this is Trubin made it. Without this goal, this wouldn't be what it is. And this reminds me of Alisson in the COVID season.
Yeah, that was to get in the Champions League, but this is already in the Champions League. This is unbelievable.
Wow.
Wow. We might never get another moment like this.
Bit of kerfuffle going on there, wasn't there, Jane?
Oh, there's a lot of kerfuffle. There was a kerfuffle in the kerfuffle. I've definitely said it more than anyone. Oh, wow. Oh, look, Rui Costa. You weren't saying that before, were you? Look at him. He had Jose sacked, didn't he?
He came out in support. Obviously, he gets the support publicly. I wonder how it is internally, but this has been the most extraordinary finish to a match day mayhem. 61 goals. Kate, The keys are all yours.
Yes, 61 goals. How about it?
In all your years in football, you have seen and been a part of quite a few things.
I used to say, for me, everything is deja vu, but this one is the first time.
I saw you speaking to Dean Howson in the tunnel. I don't think we can repeat the words, but can you put into words the feelings of this moment?
No, Dean he was my player in Roma. He's friend with my kids, so the families, they know each other well. So I have a good relation with Dean. We were just speaking about the game, and of course the kid is disappointing, but I was telling him, you were lucky. You were lucky to lose only for 2, because could be more.
When it comes to Anatoly Trubin, he's been excellent in goal for you, but of all the chances that were missed tonight,
we knew that he could do it. We knew that he could do it. We were losing in Porto a couple of weeks ago, and in the last minute he went there and he almost scored. So we know that the big guy is capable of this. The quality of the service, of course, is the most important thing. You have to put the ball there. But it's an amazing goal for the guy.
When did you know you needed just one goal? When did you look at...
When I make the changes, the last changes, Ivanovic and Antonio Silva, I was told is enough. So let's close the door. When I make the changes a few seconds later, they tell me we need one more goal. But I cannot make more changes. So that was the lucky point to get a free kick that allow us to go there with the big guy.
Was it a deliberate decision from you to wait that long, to ignore it and not ruin the game plan, I guess?
No, we are winning 3-2. In that moment we are playing with one player more. So we have the game in the pocket. I just want to close the door, and I think it's enough. I have no idea of what is going on. When I was told we need one more goal, honestly I was upset, because I was thinking why I was not told a few seconds before. But then we kept the pride of, even if we don't qualify, because that was my challenge to the players before the game. If we don't qualify, we have to win. Then if we don't qualify, but we have to win. And that was the pride behind the attitude. I would be happy the same winning the way we did against Real Madrid and being out. I would be happy the same.
Jose, thank you.
Thank you.
Which is what you thought, what you sensed.
I'm sorry. The goalkeeper, and everybody knew it too. Everybody thought what Mourinho thought. The ball was hit to the goalkeeper, and we in the studio understood that they needed one more goal. He traps it with his chest to bring it down. That's sign number 1 of, all right, close up shop, it's good. And something happened. Obviously, somebody gave him the right information. But honestly, I think if they would have been eliminated, that's so embarrassing that they didn't have it right.
How happy you are with your team's performance, with the teams qualifying for the next match?
Happier than ever. Means a lot. You know, I am professional. I've been around the world in so many countries, playing so many matches in the Champions League, representing in a proud way all my clubs. But Benfica is Benfica. Benfica is my country. My home house is 20 meters from here. These are my country people. This is my club. To do this with Benfica means something more.
How can a coach see what happened in the last gasp of the game, and how did you react to it?
Look, we are winning 3-2. We think that is enough. Benfica with one player less. I close the door. I bring players to close the door and win the match. When I make the changes, somebody comes on my ear and say we need one more goal. In that moment, I cannot do much more. But then we had this lateral free kick in a good position. I told the big guy to go there and to gamble. And if we lose that ball and they score 3, then be it. But we went there, and I think the boys deserve it totally.
And the performance itself, Benfica played much better than Madrid, lots of chances.
Amazing performance. I think it was Mbappé that kept the game that way. because 2 chances, 2 goals, finish. I told my players, we don't fear the team, but we have to fear the players. And these players, that's the reason why they cost so much and they get so much, because they are different than the others. But my team was better than Real Madrid. Deserves totally the victory, no doubts. I don't think was a lucky victory. Maybe people say, okay, last second goalkeeper, but I don't think was a lucky victory.
Wow, it was amazing. This is what dreams are made of, you know, playing here at this beautiful stadium and beating Real Madrid is unbelievable. And I also want to dedicate this to my late grandmother who died this year, so yeah, rest in peace, thank you.
Andreas, I'd like to speak to you about the match, not just collectively but individually, because I think, and you will tell me if it is true, one of your best performances with the Benfica shirt.
Yes, for sure, but to be honest, I'm quite disappointed because I should score 4 goals today. So yeah, need to keep working hard and yeah, but amazing win. I have no words, to be honest. It's what dreams are made of, you know.
When you came out to be substituted, you had one of the biggest ovations of the night, one of the biggest since you are here at Benfica. How did it felt all inside you with all that has been happening?
Oh, it's amazing. It's been a quite tough year for me, so yeah, to have this night is, as I told you, I have no words. It's what dreams are made of. I'm just so happy, you know.
Just finally, Andreas, can the Benfiquistas keep counting with Andreas here at Benfica?
I have no comment. Let's see.
Actually, before I don't understand what we need, because guys from the pitch, Tomas, Antonio say 1-1 and I don't understand what. I think so. I don't understand at all. But after when we had corner, free kick, sorry, and after I see everyone start to pick at me and go, and after I see also Mister do it. So I come and I ask. So we need 1 more goal, and I don't know what to say. Crazy moment. I had one also close moment against Porto. Yeah, it was also close, but here, thanks God, I did it. And I don't know what to say actually. I'm not Pavlidis used to score, so for me it was something completely new. I don't know. I'm 24 years old, and for me it's first time. So I don't know. Unbelievable.
Should Pavlidis be aware of competition now?
Of course. And you see, and they not even train this. So if I train, crazy. 15 goals minimum per season.
Trubin, let me talk to you about the match because it was a tough one, but Benfica was on the upper hand for most of the time. How did you guys feel inside of the pitch?
I think we start well. We didn't have fear at all. We understand that Real Madrid in Champions League, I think it's 15 Champions League, so it says a lot. But we don't have any other option except win. Also, we are Benfica, so for us, we don't have preference or on the pitch. So we play for win, and I think we did really well. Of course, they have unbelievable players, one of the best, maybe the best on the position. But with the team, we did it.
Let me ask you also about the mood in the locker room, because Benfica went out of 2 cups in this month, but with this win, does this mean more than just a win, everything that happened here?
Listen, we had, of course, bad results. Benfica is only win, title, win, so not any other results for us. So, of course, it was important for us, and also important to go through to the playoff. Important, so I think it's a very good push, but we need to be focused also, because everything is all right, everything is perfect. We can celebrate today, tomorrow, but we have a game on Sunday, and everyone knows in which position we are in the league. So we need to focus in our head and continue our way, continue work hard with fans. Together we can do it.
Of course, I think we did a very good start. We had some good opportunities, and unfortunately, we know that they have really good players, and every opportunity that they have, they can score it, and that they did. But after we keep pushing, we turned the game with 2 good, really good opportunities, and in the second half was a bit different. We scored first goal. We did the 3-1, and then we didn't go back. We tried to keep pushing, but of course it was a bit difficult. But in the end, to win, and of course to win like that with the last goal, but also to win like with Trubin goal is crazy.
Trubin was here just a few moments and he was saying that you should be aware because now he's starting to score goals and he will be training. Are you trembling a little bit?
Maybe I have to train with him in the crosses and the headers because how he finished the header is incredible.
With the amount of opportunities that Benfica had, Benfica in the end only needed one goal to be out of the competition if it happened. Without that goal, with the amount of opportunities, would it be a bit harsh for Benfica?
Of course, we will be really mad when I sub and I was on the bench and the people told me like we are out. I couldn't believe it, and then I was screaming and tried to push the guys to go up and score an extra goal. And of course, Trubin, what he did, and he was so calm. And after he scored, it's crazy. I don't these clips, these feelings you cannot say with words. It's incredible.
Can this be the moment that Benfica starts to build momentum in the season?
I think in the league we saw that we didn't lose a game until now. Of course we did some mistakes and we were back 10 points and this is really pity for us. But of course to continue in the Champions League, how we start with 4 losses and in the end to continue and play games like Napoli, Ajax, Juve and Madrid to take the 9 points, you can show that we are a good team, a quality team, and we want to continue. We have to continue. We are a big club and we want to keep pushing because nothing is end.
Yeah, obviously it feels horrible, to lose like this in this manner. Running out of words for some of these games now. We'll have to obviously review it tomorrow and have a look at the goals we conceded and things like that. But not much to say right now. It's still a bit raw, so I'm not really sure what to think. But we'll have to look at it tomorrow.
Because you have to look the game tomorrow. But do you feel that they have been more intensive, more aggressive during all the game?
100%, yeah, that's one of the factors for sure. The duels, they won all of them, ran harder, pressed better, landed on second balls. The basic things that we don't do so well, to be honest. I mean, we have so much talent and people who can produce magic out of nowhere, but if you don't do the basic things, you're going to get punished. But look, what can you do? What can we do from now? Moan and complain, or we found ourselves in this position now outside the top 8 and we have to approach it with the same mentality as if we were playing the quarter final. It doesn't matter to us now. We have to carry on.
Yeah, I mean, I think the whole game we have to be honest. I think Benfica was better than us, and we didn't play a good game. I mean, they deserve to win, and then I think that the goalkeeper scores from them is, I think it's written, So, but they deserve to win, and we need to work on ourselves.
Did you know in the last minutes that you weren't anymore in the top 8?
Yes. We knew because we had a phone on the bench, so we were checking the whole time. And I think Sporting scored, and then we were 9th. These two games extra that we have, we need to win, and we need to prepare as well as possible. And that.
And maybe you will have a revenge against Benfica in the playoff.
Maybe we'll have to make a good revenge then.
Now you know what to do.
Yeah, I mean, we need to work on ourselves, like I said, and I'm sure if we play well and we play as together,
Mikel Arteta's work at Arsenal is being viewed in an even brighter light after the recent coaching shakeups elsewhere. With Chelsea parting ways with Enzo Maresca and Manchester United moving on from Ruben Amorim, the contrast is hard to miss. Arsenal has kept moving forward under Arteta, giving him time through difficult stretches, and now seeing the payoff as the club pushes again in the Premier League title race. It also raises a bigger question about strategy. While Chelsea and United are changing direction again, Arteta has been in place for more than 6 years, outlasting a long list of managers across those two clubs in that span. That stability has become part of the story. and it was a major talking point on the Seeing Red podcast with Tom Canton and John Cross. Beyond reacting to Amorim's dismissal and breaking down wins over Aston Villa and Bournemouth, plus Manchester City's loss to Chelsea, the conversation kept returning to one core idea: structure. Not just who is the coach, but how much power that coach has, and whether the club is built to support a long-term project. Cross pointed to Arsenal as a rare example of patience turning into real strength. He argued that Arsenal's willingness to back Arteta through the messy early phases helped create the stable position they're in now, and that this kind of time and support investment is what can turn a club into something truly solid. Canton's response was sharp and honest. Arteta's arc, he said, has almost become a problem for other clubs, because it tempts them to keep coaches they probably shouldn't. But at the same time, it's still the best example of what can happen when you hire the right person and actually give them time. And that time wasn't smooth. The discussion highlighted how Arsenal could easily have pulled the plug early. 2 8th-place finishes, then 5th, missing out on the Champions League, and a Europa League semi-final exit to Unai Emery's Villarreal. Any of those moments could have pushed a club into panic mode. Instead, the argument is that Arsenal recognized the bigger reality. Arteta didn't have the resources to compete at the required level right away. The squad needed a rebuild. The roster needed to be refreshed. That's where the comparison to Chelsea and United becomes even more pointed. The podcast suggested that recruitment and decision-making structure are often what determine whether a coach survives. If signings don't land, results suffer. And if a coach doesn't have enough influence, or the club isn't aligned behind a clear plan, it becomes much easier for things to collapse. In other words, giving time only works if the coach is empowered to shape the team in a way that matches the vision. Cross also emphasized that Arteta's situation stood out because he pushed to be a true manager, not just a head coach. The idea is simple. Top coaches want a real say in the build, and they want the club to match what they were promised when they took the job. The discussion even pointed to how Arteta survived a low moment, like the home loss to Burnley, because the club stayed behind him. And in that period, with fan pressure affected by the COVID-era environment, Arsenal were able to hold their nerve instead of reacting emotionally. Meanwhile, the big unknowns now shift back to Chelsea and Manchester United. Who replaces Amorim? And how will the next chapter look at Chelsea? The answers may come sooner than people expect. But for Arsenal, the reality stays the same. They're stable, they're moving forward, and they're still in the title chase, while others are starting over again. And that contrast can shape how people judge every manager in the league. Because when two massive clubs hit the reset button again, it forces the same question Cross raised on the show. Is the quick switch actually fixing the problem, or just delaying the real work? The bigger takeaway from the discussion is that time isn't a magic solution by itself. It only becomes valuable when the club's structure supports the plan, and when the coach has the influence to push the squad in the direction he believes it needs to go. That's why the distinction between head coach and manager kept coming up. The podcast point is that if a coach is expected to own the results, he usually wants a meaningful say in the decisions that shape those results. And if he doesn't get that, patience alone won't save him. That's also where Arteta's early struggles get reframed. Those finishes and setbacks could have become a reason to panic. Instead, they became evidence of why alignment matters, because Arsenal chose to treat them as part of a build, not a final verdict. And once the squad was reshaped the way the club believed it needed to be, the results started to reflect that long-term approach. So the repercussions aren't just about Arsenal looking stable, it's about how stability changes your margin for error. When you don't reset every year, you're not constantly starting from zero. You're building on decisions, learning from setbacks, and keeping a clearer identity. For Chelsea and Manchester United, the immediate consequence is obvious. They're changing direction again, which means the next appointment carries even more weight. Because every new coach isn't just judged on results. He's judged on whether the club is finally giving him the structure and authority that the role demands. That's why the question at the end matters so much. Who will replace Amorim? And how will Liam Rosenior do at Chelsea? Because those answers will test the exact theme the show kept returning to: time, support, structure, and control. And for Arsenal, it's a different kind of pressure. Stability doesn't guarantee trophies, but it does keep you in the fight longer. And right now, while others restart, Arsenal get to stay focused on what they're already doing, chasing the Premier League title.